Weekly update for Friday, April 23rd. Now with COVID-19. Intensity. Cover letter from Nayman. Dear Mr. Sim, I was Zooming with some writer friends of mine the other day, and the subject of Cerebus came up. One of the other writers and I were fans of the comic back in the day. He told me something that I did not know, that you had given permission for other creators to use the character. Is that true? More importantly, is that still in effect? I'm not a graphic artist, I write prose fiction. However, I do have a place for Cerebus in one of my future novels, if you would kindly give me your permission to use him. As longtime viewers know, you don't need permission, and I don't like giving written permission because then it looks as if I have to give written permission in order for somebody to use it. But trust me, you're on safe ground using Cerebus or any Cerebus character as a raw material in another creative work. Ira goes on. So a little context in my fictional space. No, wait a second, I missed a paragraph. I have written 8 novels in my Trans-Dimensional Authority / Multiverse series, 6 of which have been published by Elsewhen Press. The 7th should be out this year, and I am currently using the 8th to try and find an agent. The most recent, the Agent Bait one, called, and I'm not going to give the title because I don't know if he's got it registered or anything yet, is my first young adult novel. The sequel to that novel, and I'm not going to give you the title on that one, is where I would like to place Cerebus. So, a little context. In my fictional space, travel between universes is possible, but is closely regulated by an organization known as the Trans-Dimensional Authority. I think we're all running afoul of the Trans-Dimensional Authority these days. Travel in time is similarly regulated by the Time Agency. The Alternaut Academy is where young people train to join one of these 2 organizations. I think dropping Cerebus into an academic environment like this is rife with comic possibility. Yeah, I'll go along with that. Cerebus as an academic careerist with tenure, that's got a lot of potential. I am enclosing one of the books in the series just to show you that I am not delusional. Well, I am a writer, so let us say not completely delusional. I would also point out that this is not the first time I have used a character created by another author. In the 2nd book in the series, you can't kill the multiverse, but you can mess with its head. 6 versions of Michael Moorcock's Jerry Cornelius were the main villains. Thanks for your consideration. I look forward to your response. And as I say, Ira, you don't need a response from me. You're on safe ground using any Cerebus character that you want. And just as a bonus here, we're going to give you the first couple of paragraphs from It's Just the Coronosphere Unfolding as It Should by Ira Nayman. The first chapter is called Elvis Eternal. The king looked at the silver fish floating towards him in the inky blackness of eternal space and thought, Elvis, old boy, you finally done gone and lost it. Because everything was black, the king had no reference for determining how large the fish was. It could have been a teeny tiny thing, no bigger than a record company owner's heart, swimming in front of his eyeballs. Or it could have been a fish the size of the planet Pluto. Shh, don't tell him, the news would break his heart. That was far away. A couple of minutes after he noticed it, the king was certain that the object was getting closer to him. It better not be a teeny tiny thing, the king thought. I can't recall if I have my contacts in or not. Dang it. The object wasn't a teeny tiny thing, nor was it the size of Pluto. The object appeared to the king to be the size of 8 Cadillacs. 4 end to end and 2 deep. Damn fine car, the Cadillac, the king thought. The object was a long, glittery tube with 2 windows in front, approximately where eyes would have been on a fish, and fins in the back. The front of the object split open, and before he knew what was happening, it engulfed the king. As the mouth closed around him, the king thought, "If I'm a-gonna be Jonah, I wish I'd paid more attention in Sunday school." And there you go. First couple of paragraphs of It's Just the Chronosphere unfolding as it should. And just Google search, what's the name of the publisher? Elsewin. Elsewin? I think it was Elsewin. Yes, Elsewin Press. And I'm pretty sure they'll have all of Ira Nayman's books there waiting for you. And that'll do it for the weekly update this week. I hope we'll see a bunch of you again next week.